What possessed you to impersonate a nurse and give 7 adult Korean War veterans sponge baths?
I'm a sexually desirable woman!
Number 10. The guilt. Though spanking young children for bad behavior used to be socially acceptable, over the years it has been disavowed. Lois and Stewie could probably tell you why.
Stewie, what are you doing? You can't open Meg's gifts.
Hey! These are mine! You hear me? Mine!
Oh, God, not the mine phase. Oh, I've been dreading this day.
When Stewie is acting up and messing with all of Lois's stuff, she does try to settle things calmly. But Stewie is just being unreasonable, so Lois gives him a spank.
You struck me!
Oh, my God. Stewie, honey, I am so sorry. Are you okay, sweetie?
She feels instant remorse, as she should, and apologizes. But Stewie becomes terrified of her. Lois spends the rest of the episode feeling guilty for what she did. No doubt about it, Lois deserves that guilt.
Mommy is so sorry she hit you. I promise I will never lay a hand on you again.
Well, let's not make any rash decisions. I mean, I did provoke you. Come on, Lois, hit me. Beat the crap out of me. Step on my cubes.
Number 9. Telling off from Peter. Lois has a habit of sticking her nose in where it doesn't belong, and her sister's private life is no exception.
Are you crazy? You can't just jump right back in it.
Lois, this is my life, and this is what I want. I will marry you, Mayor Adam West.
Oh, great! I can't wait to tell the gals of my singles group.
Lois's sister Carol wants to marry Mayor Adam West, but Lois thinks it's a bad idea, and Lois always thinks she's right.
I mean, look at your track record. 9 divorces. Do you really enjoy being Carol, Pewter, Schmidt, Johnson, Carrington, Stone, O'Craggedy, Conseco, Steinholtz, Washington, Proudfoot, Fong?
So in an attempt to show Carol that she makes bad decisions, Lois invites some of Carol's ex-husbands over for dinner.
And then there was your third husband, Doggy Daddy, but you couldn't make it work because he had that son from a previous marriage.
Hey, Carol.
Oh, hey.
Just want to let you know, Augie's all grown up now, out of the house.
What a horrible thing to do. Peter agrees and is not shy about letting Lois know. He tells her off for meddling in Carol's life like that and hurting her in the process. Since when did Peter Griffin become the voice of reason?
She and Mayor West never would have made it.
Oh, yeah? Well, nobody believed we'd make it, and look at us now. I drink and you use sex as a weapon. That seems to me like a successful New England marriage.
Number 8. Stewie running away.
But I don't remember having to read any of this when Chris and Meg had their vaccinations.
Well, that was before internet chat rooms made everybody an expert. It's a better world now.
When Lois refuses to vaccinate Stewie, he runs away because he is scared of getting sick. This is the same woman who once kidnapped a child because his parents wouldn't give him medical care. But more on that later. Lois goes so far as to get the entire town of Quahog put under quarantine because everyone starts to believe in her anti-vax sentiments.
You happy now, Lois? Because of you, there's a measles epidemic and the whole town is quarantined.
Speak for yourself, Brian. I, for one, am enjoying the indoor family time. Who's up for another game of hot breath telephone?
As we all know, Stewie is much more aware than your average baby, so he can ostensibly make his own decisions about medical care. But Lois certainly isn't thinking about his well-being first. No wonder he runs away.
Great, just what I needed, a lecture from liberal Hollywood.
This whole thing has been a lecture from liberal Hollywood.
Number 7. Being blackmailed by Peter and his friends. This one is a doozy.
What's all this?
Oh, hey, Lois. Welcome to the Pete Pad, where the dancing's hot, the drinks are hot, everything's just freaking hot.
Peter turns the attic into a man cave he calls the Pete Pad. He and the guys spend all their time up there. Lois gets so tired of Peter ignoring her and playing dumb games with his friends that she decides to lock them in there as a form of punishment.
Fine. You like the damn attic so much? Then enjoy the attic!
Did she just lock us in here?
It looks like it.
Guys, spin me back. I didn't see what happened.
Naturally, what seems like a good thing quickly turns bad when the guys realize they have no food or water, or even air. So they threaten to destroy Lois's wedding dress in order to blackmail her into letting them down.
You leave my dress alone, Peter!
If it'll get us out of here, I'll make a duty on it.
What, are you nuts?
I've been crowning for 6 hours.
Number 6. Revealing movie.
You really don't remember me, do you?
Remember you?
We went to high school together, Lois. Chemistry class, freshman year, Joycey.
You're Joyce Shiva Pravadam wrong?
Yes, but they'd never let that name on TV, so I changed it to Kinney.
Though no one deserves to be shamed for their sexual proclivities, Joyce Kinney is definitely justified in her anger towards Lois and her desire for revenge. Back in high school, Lois humiliated Joyce in a truly devastating way, so she wants to pay Lois back in kind.
Oh my God, Joyce, you've got so many great stories.
Oh, come on. I'm sure you've done some crazy stuff in your time.
Well,
Oh?
Apparently, Lois made an adult video while in college, and Joyce reveals it to the whole town. Now, Lois voluntarily starred in this movie. Joyce just made absolutely sure it was seen by the people in Lois's life. Naturally, Lois is embarrassed, just like she embarrassed Joyce all those years ago.
she totally betrayed me. I thought girlfriends were supposed to support each other. Ha!
Number 5. The Threat of Adultery. When Peter meets Bill Clinton, the two become best buds and spend all their time together. Lois eventually gets fed up with being left out and with their antics. So she goes to confront Bill and they somehow end up in bed together.
Well, you certainly are very persuasive.
So I've been told.
She feels so guilty for cheating that she tells Peter that he can sleep with someone of his choosing to even up the score. But Peter turns the table on her by deciding to sleep with her mom, Babs.
Why?
It was my understanding that there would be no questions asked.
I'm just curious. It's a little weird.
Look, you know what? She's hot. Guilty. All right?
Although he ultimately decides not to, before inadvertently also ending up in bed with Bill,
Boy, you are good. You are really good.
the whole situation throws Lois through a serious loop. Number 4. Getting arrested for impersonating a nurse.
Lois Griffin, reporting for duty.
Being married to Peter, it's understandable that Lois sometimes feels unloved or unwanted, but the lengths she goes to get attention are far beyond the pale. It all starts as a way to help Joe and Bonnie spice up their lives. She dances for Joe in order to, let's say, prepare him for Bonnie.
Wow, look at me, making a difference for those in need.
Would you like to add $1 to your bill to fight cancer?
No, I gave a disabled guy an erection.
Lois eventually realizes it's wrong to do this with Peter's friend, but she's caught the bug. Desperate for attention, she goes on dressing up as a nurse in a veterans hospital. Unsurprisingly, impersonating a nurse gets her arrested.
What possessed you to impersonate a nurse and give 7 adult Korean War veterans sponge baths?
I'm a sexually desirable woman.
That was a dangerous lie. Number 3. Being confronted by an angry mom. Remember that time Lois refused to give Stewie vaccinations? If this Lois could only see what she would become in the future.
Hey, Lois, that not Stewie kid fell over.
Oh my God, he's unconscious! Peter, what happened?
Yeah, you know me, Lois. I don't pry.
When Stewie's friend gets sick at the Griffin house, Lois instinctively takes him to the doctor, but his parents refuse medical treatment due to their religious beliefs. Upon learning that the boy is desperately ill, Lois kidnaps him.
All right, we did it!
Yes, we got the kid and the treasure.
Peter, there's no treasure.
Oh, well, never mind then.
Though Lois thinks she's doing the right thing for the boy, she still attempts to force medical treatment on him against his will. Obviously, the boy's parents are distraught.
Look, I believe life is sacred, and I know you want Scotty to live a full life. And if that's true, then I think it's wrong for you to ignore what very well could be the Lord's will.
Without passing judgment on who ultimately is in the right about the treatment, Lois definitely deserves the parents' wrath. Number 2. Meg's wrath.
I'm sensing a lot of negativity here. What's going on?
Yes, you're right, Brian, there is. Meg seems to think she's taken some kind of stand here that's gonna make us all feel like we're inadequate.
The wide net of Griffin family and friends are all pretty terrible to each other, but nobody gets it as bad as Meg. Whenever there is a butt of a joke needed, Meg is that butt. Everyone takes any opportunity available to insult her, and there is no worse perpetrator than her own mother.
Oh, so what? All those things are behind me now. I'm a better person now because of those experiences.
Are you? Are you a better person?
After years of verbal abuse and mental torture and emotional manipulation, Meg finally unleashes everything she's been holding in. She goes in on Lois, hard. She attacks her on all the terrible things Lois has done over the years and expresses just how bad of a mother she's been.
You're my mother, and you took a child's trust and smashed it into bits in a 17-year-long mission to destroy something that you killed a long time ago. And honestly, when I turn 18, I don't know that I ever want to see you again.
Good. Cry, Lois. You've earned it. Number 1, going to jail. Lois has never deserved anything more than she's deserved this. Lois steals once because she's short on money, but she quickly becomes addicted to the thrill of stealing. What starts out as a little shoplifting quickly escalates into a little grand theft, and Joe is forced to arrest her.
Sorry, Lois. Regulations. I can't give you any special treatment.
It's okay, Joe. I understand.
Shut up, maggot!
The family breaks her out of jail, and they're all forced to go on the run. She eventually turns herself in, but Lois puts her family through all of that in the process. She definitely deserves her jail sentence, even if she ultimately avoids being sent back to the slammer after saving Joe's life.
Pretend I'm your child, Lois! Nutmeg! Nutmeg! Lois, you saved my life.
What's your favorite moment where Lois got what she deserved? Let us know in the comments.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from Watch Mojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.